Anybody watch that? And y'all watch that Dr. Umar Johnson interview?
Yep.
Bits and pieces.
I
Whole
watched that.
thing.
I watched that whole thing, and honestly, man,
You
like
watched the whole thing?
shout out. Yeah, I watched the whole thing
Whole
uh,
thing.
while I was in the gym.
Like two
I can
hours
only
long,
take I
wasn't
can
it?
only take one Umar rant a day. I just
So it really wasn't really a rant, honestly. Um, it was very informative, and ironically enough, Lottie was the one that passed across my radar, which is funny because like he kind of contradicted everything that Lottie's godfather spoke on. Um,
Godfather.
Weird. You know his godfather.
Sir,
come into
father.
my house
Sir.
and ask me a favor
Can you adopt a father?
on the day
Adopted
of my
father.
daughter's wedding.
Legal guardian. That's
No, I want to ask y'all this question, right? I want to ask y'all this question, serious question. So one of the things that Kevin said, I mean not Kevin, but Omar said, um, and Steve Harvey said it in his book and so forth and so on. And I just want to see y'all stance on it. So one of the things he said was he was talking about,
Ain't nobody
young.
waiting for shit.
He said, he said,
Motherfucker.
he said that he was talking to a young lady, and he said that they should wait. She said that the longer you make a man wait to get the cookies, the more he'll respect you.
Absolutely not.
What say you?
Well, you'd have to give me his reasoning behind that if he
Well,
provided
he just
anything.
there really wasn't a reason.
Answer the question face value.
Yeah,
Like
face
stop
value.
asking. You don't gotta ask for context for every damn question that you get asked. Just answer face value.
I'll
You actually should ask.
So
for
he's
context
saying,
every
right?
question that you
So
get
if you want a
You gonna
more
Shock
speak
value.
you gonna speak off the cuff at
Shock
nothing?
value.
yeah. So
Shock
he
value.
said. So basically, what he's saying is that if you meet a young lady, right? Hawk, if you meet a chick and you out there dating, of course, if you meet a chick and she don't give you the cookies on the first night or the first week or the first month or the first 6 months, the longer you make her wait, the more you'll respect her for it, and you'll take her a lot more serious in a relationship
That's not
based off of the
true
fact that you
at
took
all.
forever to give me the cookies, so I respect you more, and I think you more wife material. What say you on that?
Yeah, that's not true at all. Like, so the implication that you're making is that I don't respect the person who I fucked the day of.
Mm-hmm. That's what he said.
Interesting.
I
13
would
years
happen to
strong.
agree with him.
Ooh, ooh, yeah. Oh, let's talk about it then, baby. Let's talk about it. Come on.
So what's her reason for doing that? Like,
So
Why do you need a reason?
you remember
She's
way back? You remember back?
hold on, big baby.
Yeah,
Why do
yeah,
you need
yeah.
a reason? You don't need a reason. She just said she ain't giving you no ass.
no.
Well, bitch, I'm gonna have to give you the pass. Like,
Listen.
the fuck?
If she decides to do that, then cool. But okay, I'm not gonna say that I respect her for not. First off, in any situation, bro, and this just might be like, nigga, I feel myself more than other people do, and I have a certain level of confidence. But like in any situation that I run into, I'm the person being pursued here. Like, bitch, you trying to get me, not the other way around. Like,
Talk your shit. Talk your
yeah,
shit.
like first
Talk
off,
that
like,
shit, right?
What they be saying?
They
Okay,
about to
kid.
come
Yeah,
after
like-
you in the audience. They about to come after your
they can fucking
ass.
come. They can come from their little tiny ass hole in America, and then they can look around at my nice surroundings, and they can say whether or not they want to stay in that little damn hole or join my team. My team is winning right now. Now, with that being said, like, if you decide to not do some shit, I'm like, yo, that's cool. I'm not tripping off that. But understand that I don't not respect the person who did. Like, for you to say that, like, I'm gonna respect you more, I'm like, actually, I'm not. And it's from what you just told me, is that you want something, whatever that is, whether it be me or something else, and or you want something, need something, whatever the case may be, and you just deny that shit over some fucking old ass principle, and that may be fine, but you don't live by those tenets everywhere else in life. You gonna tell me that you're not gonna give me some pussy for 90 days, but are you going to cook, clean, and do all these things? Are you? It's okay for you to say I'm not gonna do this shit because you should court me and you should uh, fuck, what's the word for it?
Hey, bro, I sum it all up for you. Respect don't have no
Chivalry.
price
I'm sorry.
tag, and respect don't have no time
Yeah.
frame.
Like you want me to display a certain level of, you want me to be chivalrous. You want me to do all of these things in a traditionalistic standpoint, but you don't do them. So like, I'm not gonna say that I respect you more. I'm gonna say that you're a hypocrite. And probably what's gonna happen is that you ain't gonna fuck me for 90 days. Okay, cool. On day 91, I'm gonna fuck the shit out you, and then I ain't gonna call you no more. Or if the pussy is really good, I might continue to fuck you. But now the only thing that I'm thinking about is fucking you, because now you turned it into a game. So now the only thing I'm worried about is winning said game. Instead of actually getting to know you, now we playing this stupid bullshit. So I'm like, nah, bro. I don't respect you more. I don't respect you less. It's like it doesn't mean anything in 2024, and it doesn't mean anything not just because of what I'm doing, but it doesn't mean anything for what you're doing or what you're not doing. Like, so yeah, like it's stupid all the way around, bro.
So, Shaw, out of curiosity,
So, Dr. Umar, as well as Steve Harvey, hit this on multiple angles, and I'm gonna talk to, since you said Dr. Umar, I'm gonna talk to a few points that Hawk made and kind of clarify exactly what Dr. Umar was saying. Right, so he was saying that you, as a man, would take a woman more seriously if she didn't give you the ass on the first night, right? Or the second night, or whatever it may be. Not saying that there's necessarily a specific amount of time, but the time got to be longer than tonight. Okay? So,
Wait, do you live by those tenets?
well, now I'm married. Before I got married, believe it or not, I didn't have sex with my wife for about maybe 6 months.
God damn. So here's
But I was also working on me,
yeah.
right? So it was a lot of things that I had to do that I was working on for myself, to where I wasn't even concerned with having sex with her, because I literally was attracted to what she was like, what she was doing financially, what she was doing educationally. We was having conversations about these types of things. So yeah, it just didn't happen.
So I was
It smell like bitch in here.
I would say this. This is what I would say.
But I haven't always lived like that. But I wanted something different, so I did something different. I wanted to be the change that I wanted to see.
Okay. So I would say this, right? And here's what I'll say. I'll say I do think there's merit to that statement. I do, slightly. But in essence, I don't think that when you made your wife, I don't think it had anything to do with the amount of time that it took for her to be intimate with you. Well,
No, it did not. It
not to
didn't.
be intimate.
It wasn't like that. Keep in mind, that wasn't on purpose. Like, that wasn't
Right.
like that's the goal. That wasn't the goal. It just happened like that.
Right. So to me, what they're spewing more so, not more so Umar, because he was very direct what he was saying. Steve, on the other hand, what the message that he was spewing was more so like that whole 90-day rule bullshit. I don't think that you met this woman and said, yeah, I like her, she cool, blah blah blah, she sexy, whatever. And the fact that she made you wait 90 days, you said, God damn, it was 90 days. She made me wait 90 days to get to twat. It's marriage material. No. I think that, me personally, I think that, because let's be real, what they say, women control sex, men control marriage, right? Women hold the key to sex, men hold the key to marriage, right? So based off that notion, as a man or as a young man, at a certain point in life, when you're receptive to a long-term relationship, you're looking for, I don't think the time period on sex is what drew you to that woman to make her serious. Whether or not she gave you the cookies in a day or a week, those are not the attributes that made you take her serious as far as marriage. It was the other things.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not necessarily trying to negate what they're saying. Well, I can't do negate Steve. I kind of think Steve's full of shit. To be honest with you.
But see, but the thing is the less amount of time, right? Like I'm saying, we've all had chicks where, you know, we all come from a similar place, right? And we've all had chicks where we bagging them on the first night. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. And it wasn't nothing else left after that. You was telling the fellas, yeah, hey, look, she choosing. Go ahead, handle your business, whatever the case may be, right? But that's how we looked at that, right? But what Dr. Umar is saying is that
that's not
what?
true at all.
Yeah, no, I bagged
Not
some on the
every
first
one
night.
night stand.
I bagged some on the first night, and that's how I looked at it. However,
I've also bagged some on the first night that you continue something with after the fact.
I've had serious relationships. I've had committed relationships, and on all of those occasions, I knocked those down on the first nights too. The difference is, speaking to what the dog said, there were other attributes, there were other factors that factored into that decision. And none of the factors had anything to do with the amount of time it took you to give me some pussy. Because I fucked you just as fast as I fucked the other one. So like women who think that way and think that like controlling that is, well, I mean, maybe for 10% of guys. The other 90%, I guess, whenever you give them some pussy, a ring is coming shortly thereafter.
I think they should put more. I think they should control it more. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Well,
if they control it more, guess what? We have less babies. We have less fatherless children.
Hey, blink 3 times if you okay?
Turn your head sideways so she can see you.
No, I'm serious, bro. Look, we have less fatherless children if women control their shit more. We have less people out here talking about some, oh, I ain't got no baby daddy, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. It won't be so much of that.
You can say the same thing for niggas. If men controlled their shit more, we would.
But
have
men
less
don't have
fatherless
no
children.
fucking self-control. Facts.
Oh shit.
So we can
What
charge.
self-control is
Charge all women?
no.
Hey, flip a coin. Right now,
Just
who
go
gets to
past that.
attack
Like,
this?
no, hell no.
Hell no.
Self-control is to the individual, my boy. Like, what do you mean? If you have the
Listen.
42
It's
in order
just
to control
called
your penis,
self-esteem.
you have to, like, what?
It's esteem in your
Men don't
motherfucking
have no
self.
what? It's women out here that don't got no self-control neither. Like, what? Bro,
Yeah.
that's, like,
And
it's
they
the
masculine,
same as on both
right?
sides. It's the same on both sides. Like, y'all talking about respect, like, and what the hell does respect have to do with pussy? Absolutely nothing.
A lot.
Nothing at all.
A lot.
Nothing.
So here's the thing.
Respect does not have a time frame. I can respect you the minute I meet you, or I can respect you 10 minutes down the line.
one thing-
They don't have
so,
no
dog,
time frame. If
the
you give me
one
some pussy
thing
in
that I
between
think-
that, okay, cool. And respect also doesn't have a price tag. When you say, when women, they need to, respect, yada, foot. Like, no, there's no price tag to that. You
Crazy.
put a price tag.
Niggas, what, man, people respect that millionaire. I'm telling you, even if it's fake respect, they still respect that motherfucker flat out.
Fear and respect ain't the same thing.
Here's the thing, right? And so this is one of those things. And for the audience out there, like, share, subscribe. Hey, for the thing about it is, for the audience, I'm not speaking from no form of diction, of books or nothing like that. This is strictly personal opinion and experience. The one thing
This is the opinion part of the show and experience part of the show.
Yeah, so the one thing that I think that people are doing is underplaying the male ego. So when it comes down to, that man respects you more if you don't give it up on the first night. No, not at all. If you gave it up on the first night, I don't necessarily. It depends on how you gave it up. First off, like if I had to sway you to get the goods, I'm not necessarily looking at her like she a hoe. I'm looking at you like, yeah, I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Typically, that that dude is probably looking at himself like, yeah, I did that type shit. But even at that, the other things that take precedence is like, what connection did we have? Because me personally, I don't believe in the time period. I believe in chemistry. Chemistry dictates all. Pause type shit, yeah. Chemistry dictates all.
But, hey, goddamn, I thought Script was going to say something.
That thing empty. That thing empty. It's that time.
I ain't got there yet.
That boy
but I still
faded
got-
and feeling X-rated.
I still got a
But
couple
I
more
believe,
drinks in it.
I believe that chemistry dictates all, and I'm gonna tell you why. Right? Chemistry is the foundation of everything. Chemistry is the foundation of your friendships. It is the foundation of if you are sports, if you watch sports, anytime a new player gets drafted to a team, when KD first came over to Golden State, and they was a little shaky at first. What were they saying? Oh, they don't have the chemistry yet. Chemistry is the foundation of everything.
Of life, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah. When you have,
What?
if you got any type of partnership, relationship, situationship, and it has chemistry, it enhances it. Now, when we talking about sex, I'm a firm believer because I've had sex with a lot of people, women. So I've had sex with a lot of women, right? And yeah, I've had sex with a lot, and some of them, for any of them that might follow us, see us, and you see my face, I don't remember a lot of them, right? I don't remember their names, none of that.
Well, hopefully
You know what
some
I'm
of
saying?
them like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe, yeah. So, but with that, right?
They gonna
For
come
the
for your
audience.
ass in the comments.
For the audience, you've had good sex, you've had bad sex. You know what I'm saying? You've had them both. Sex ain't what drew you to that individual. It was the shit that you did before sex and after sex that drew you to that individual. And those are the things that enacted that chemistry. The time that y'all spent. When you was texting him or her saying, hey, how's your day? Y'all was talking about what the fuck was going on in y'all's day, what's going on in life, blah, blah, blah. That little weird, awkward ass moment when you get done and you bust that nut and y'all laying there and you rubbing his head or you rubbing your hands through her hair, whatever the case may be. That's what's sparking that chemistry. That's chemistry. Chemistry enhances everything, right? So I don't feel like that there should be a time period on anything because you can't put a time period on it. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Because I also believe in fate. If it's meant to be, it's gonna fucking be. You know what I'm saying? So to sit there and say that I'm gonna take this woman more serious, because there's some females who it took me my entire senior year to smash, and I have zero respect for the motherfuckers. I still feel like you're a slut bucket. So to sit here and say that if you make me wait
You just did
longer, that I have more respect for you, bullshit. No matter how long you make me wait to get the cookies, it don't matter how long you make me wait. If you got fucked up morals and values, then you got fucked up morals and values, and I don't fucking respect you. It's as simple as that. I respect you as a black woman, yes, but I don't respect you as a fucking wife, and it's just simple as that. Mic drop shit. Boom.
I think that we're getting confused because the conversation that they were having was a conversation saying that, hey, we're trying to build families and strong families and continue relationships, right? And I think that in the whole scheme of waiting or a young lady waiting to have sex with you, I think it's more of a, hey, let us get to know each other, because he also said that you should move in before you get married.
He did say that.
Right? This is all things to help improve us staying together as men and women.
So stay with me, baby. Stay with me. So here's the other thing, right? So if you say, the moment that you tell me that I should, because in my mind, right, when you tell me, hey, bro, you should wait. No matter what's going on through the night, no matter how y'all vibing, no matter what, you should make her wait. When you tell me that, you're telling me to consciously place a mental block there. Like, no matter how much we vibing, we ain't doing this. That is a block. That is a barrier. You're telling me to intentionally place a barrier. Anytime that there's a barrier there, and you're putting barriers in a situation, and that means that you're blocking something now, right? So that means you're not fully receptive to everything that person has coming. You're not in full receive mode because you're going to that situation with barriers. And contrary to popular belief, it can prevent you from getting to know that person.
So let me ask y'all this. Have y'all heard of the term soul ties?
Yes.
Mhm.
All right.
Yes. And soul ties are going to be inevitable.
Not
They're not going to be inevitable.
They are
They're not going to be inevitable.
Because
Wait,
anytime
wait.
you have sex,
before
Okay.
you get into that, I haven't. So what is it?
So a soul tie said that when when you have sex with someone, you exchange each other's parts of each other, right? So it goes like this. So if you have sex with a chick and she's bad with money, right? She's always broke. You're having sex with her. Somehow, some way, that is going to transfer into you, and you're going to somehow mysteriously not have the type of money that you wanted to have, or not be able to achieve the highest heights that you were going to achieve that year because you're messing around with this person who's got these soul ties. Now, that also extends to trauma, right? This is where we get the term additional trauma bonding for, right? So, anyway, Scorpion, what I was saying was that the hopes are that by you and by this young lady postponing having sex with each other, you would get to know more about this woman's background and your background, right? Somebody who, because the goal is for us to build better, long-lasting relationships with each other. That's the goal. I can't do that if I'm about to go smash and that's it. And maybe we do, maybe we don't.
But again,
Right?
that was your mentality as the key holder to a marriage. That was your mentality when you went in there.
Hold on, dog. So, I'm not gonna use you. I'm gonna just use like a hypothetical. Let's say you waited
Daquan.
90. Yeah, let's say you waited 90 days or whatever the case. The conversations was great. Blah blah blah. And then the moment of truth on day 91, Jaquan he took them Jones and pulled them down, and he had a microphallus. She staying with the soulmate because his conversations was great. Is she in a faithful, committed relationship? Like,
I'm glad you said that, Hulk. So I tell you a story. One of my mentees, female mentees, it's gonna be very long. I'll be brief. One of my female mentees, right? So
let me turn my sand glass. No.
she meets a guy. Buddy is a truck driver. I won't speak on his name. She meets a guy, and they date, and they vibe, hella vibe, right? They talk, and talk. Now he's a truck driver, so he be on the road all the time. So he be gone for 3-4 weeks at a time, right? So he comes back to town, whatever the case may be, and they vibing. Now, fast forward about 8 months, because she done talked to me about Buddy before. So she calls me and she said, hey, I need some advice. I said, okay, what's up? What's your advice? So she was like, such and such. And I said, yeah, what about it? She was like, yeah, we finally had sex. I said, the fuck? I'm like, 8 months, you finally had sex? What the fuck is going on with you? So she was like, yeah, like, I just don't know what to do. Okay, what you mean? She said, well, I had sex when it just wasn't it. I said, well, first time y'all have sex, you got to learn each other, so teach him what you like, and he teach you. But she was like, nah, that's not it. That's okay. So what's the issue? He ain't got what I need. I said, what you talking about? Just teach him. So she was like, nah, he coming up short. I said, ooh, shit, one of them. So she was like, yeah, what do I do? I said, oh, you got to break up with him, babe. So she was like, I can't just do that. I said, why not? I just can't. How am I supposed to do it? But just tell him that y'all ain't sexually compatible. That man, 36, 37 years old. He know. He done played sports. He been in the locker room. He know how he racked and stacked against other motherfuckers. He know what time it is. This ain't the first time that he done been told that. He know what time it is. But to that point, right? I said, yo, look, but here's the thing though, right? So you just sat there because the one thing that we have, right? So I done sat here and wasted money on a lot of shit. I wasted a lot of money on a lot of shit. I done sat here and went to the strip club and threw out money or whatever the case may be. I'm like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. But guess what? I got paid on a specific day and I got it back, right? So you can waste money, you can get that back. You work hard enough. Time is the one thing that you can't get back. So when you sit here and you tell a person to devote 90 days, 120 days, 150, 60, 70 days.
Hell, one day, bro. If the vibe right and the energy right, one day.
Yeah.
Bro,
so when you sit there and you tell a person to devote all of this time to make a person wait, and then all of a sudden it's bullshit, that's time that they can't get back. So now you just sat here, you got your fifis in it, because for old girl, now mind you, her feelings are in it. They love each other. They love each other now. It's been 8-9 months,
Don't love what he
and
wants.
she test drove the car, and it was a lemon. So she done voted 8-9 months, signed a contract for a lemon, and that motherfucker won't drive, baby.
She gotta stay with
What you gonna do now?
She gotta pay.
So this is what. So this is how you solve that problem. She roll up to him and she say, "Hey, look, I'm feeling you. I love you, but you know the sex ain't like what it should be. I'm gonna need to get somebody on the side."
Oh, hell no. But so, and to speak on them soul ties that you spoke on, Shaw,
Scorpio, what are you doing?
just to educate the audience, those soul ties.
Hold on, wait. I'm waiting for this nigga to say he.
Because he just contradicted his fucking self, bro.
What? I'm waiting for him to say he's joking.
I want to speak on them soul
First of all, I know that ain't. First of all, I know that ain't happening. We all know that ain't happening.
Yeah.
I mean, on the off chance, I mean, take a shot. I'm just saying.
Take a shot. Okay. So, shout out to Drink Champs.
That's fine. Yeah, I want to go on there. Drake.
Yeah.
When
So,
we get to a certain point, they'll invite me.
to that
I'm gonna get
point,
fucked
right?
up.
So,
Okay,
speak
all
on
right.
those soul ties that Shaw spoke on. So, soul ties is a thing. Now, prior to that conversation, I didn't know about it, but the biggest thing that I pulled from it is that it is a bond shared between two people who are connected by soul ties. Blah 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 blah. The concept of soul ties is a belief system.
I don't believe it.
Belief system.
Mm-hmm.
Belief.
It's definitely connected, yes, to the belief system.
It
Yes.
is a belief
And that's
system.
why I say it's inevitable, bro, because you can create a soul tie with anybody that you have sex with.
Well, I just wanted to more so specify on it because, like, I'm a logical motherfucker. I'm all about science.
Yeah,
Right?
but
So, like,
this feel like real.
when you say belief, I think about
Skeleton
feelings and
ish,
shit like
like-
that, and I'm just like, all right,
I gotta
your
already
beliefs.
buy into it in order for it. To
When you talk about beliefs,
Let's
that's
put the proverbial pin in it.
we ain't allowed to put pins and shit no more.
some people don't like pens, man. We gotta use markers and shit.
Hey, you know what?
Man, fuck them pens, nigga. Use pencils, goddammit. Number twos.
Why don't we take the pen out of the wise man quote?
Man, it's been real, man. I think this was a great conversation that we had, man. Y'all always come with the heat, even though Scorpion came late. You know,
Hey, you know, I had
he-
to take care of the kids, you know.
Not
You know, I
according to
had to
your
be family,
rule,
man.
we can't come with shit for 90 days.
But at least I came. No pun
And he
intended.
came, so for the sake of it, the audience should take him serious.
Yeah,
Since
yeah,
he
yeah.
came.
He did come. He came 90 minutes late, but he
like
came.
an hour late, so the audience should take him serious.
Let me ask you. Let's place this
I should
question. out
gain
there.
more respect
Audience.
with the audience.
Yeah, the audience respects him.
Let
Now,
y'all-
since I came
let
late,
me hear
there's gonna
y'all
be more
chime
intrigued
in.
to like, comment,
Do you
share,
think
and
that
subscribe.
women should hold off, or should they just give it up? Let's hear from the dudes out there.
Yeah, let me speak to that real quick. I don't think that you should wait, and I don't think that you should just give it away just to try to hook this nigga. I think everything Scorpion kind of said it earlier, bro. It's a vibe, like, and to a lot of the ladies,
2 Chainz.
if everything is going perfect and swimmingly and well and the vibe is amazing and then you just pull back, a lot of times you throw the men off, like now they turned like what wrong, like she wasn't feeling me, blah blah blah, and you might actually be into the motherfucker but decided that you was gonna make him wait, and now he don't know what's going on. So then
Yeah, the vibe is always all good until she find out you don't wash your ass. You
That's
understand?
Women
So,
women
I mean,
outnumber men 3-1 in this world. Goddamn
the
it.
point
You don't want
being
to give
like
up pussy. Look, you
the
gotta know.
vibe, the moment, everything it's all combined, and you can do it on day one and be happily ever after, or you can not do it, and I guess technically you still could.
So I'll comment on that too, right? And so just to add clarity to it, right? So now for my women out there, so there's a con and a pro to everything.
Queens. Call them queens.
My
There's
queens.
a lot of y'all when you see this.
For my queens, there's a con and a pro to everything, right? You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I believe in chemistry. I believe in that. You know, I'm not one of those like if you and I we met each other and we had sex on the first 2-3 days, I'm not gonna look at you any different. There ain't no judgment here, you know. So, but what I will say is this: if you're one of those people who feels like that, like because it's about perception. So, like if you sitting here and you coming in here and you like, yeah, I'm waiting 120 days, then in my eyes, and I think some of the other fellas, drop it in the comments, fellas, in their eyes, it's almost like because you put the perception that the best thing that you come into the situation with is the thing in between your legs. So like that is the best thing you come in with. The most valuable treasure that you have is thing between your legs. Now, what happens when a motherfucker?
I mean, it did launch 1,000 ships.
Hey, look.
But what happens? Because for whatever it's worth, because I know all women out there think that the thing that between their legs is the best thing since sliced bread. But
That's because of us.
I'm gonna be first one to tell you, it ain't.
Nah,
That mouth is. No,
If you hear my voice, I promise you there are many women who have better situations than you.
Hey, look.
You know what I'm saying?